Broadcasting live from Grand Island Northwest High School, it is Bison Basketball, Kicks 96.1, HighPlainsRadio.net, the KICX app, and the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Rich Barnett, Bob Golke, did we just make this trip like less than 24 hours ago?
Have you ever heard of the movie Groundhog Day?
Oh, many times,
okay,
yeah.
Well, yes, we're living that as we speak here. But again, looking forward to a exciting night of sub-district final basketball.
McCook girls got a chance to punch your ticket to a district final coming up on Saturday with a win against Grand Island Northwest, the 1 and the 2 seeds, Bob, and it's anybody's ball game. You flip a coin this one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely correct. And, I mean, we got a chance to watch a little bit or probably good three quarters of the Lexington Grand Island Northwest game. And, again, a little slow start for the Vikings, but they ended up pulling away and winning quite handily. But, gosh, I mean, I think the Lady Bison certainly are in this ball game. I mean, this is a toss-up game. I think they're actually going to have a little bit of a height advantage, at least on certain matchups out there. And, again, it was just nice to see them get that 19-point first quarter. Boy, if they could do that again, that would go a long ways towards getting yourself a chance at one of the top dogs in Class B.
We watched Northwest. We got here at about the end of the first quarter. It was a tight game with Lexington, but after that second quarter, they took control and poured it on, and it was a running clock there, a 40-point game there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think they got the 40 points at about the 3-minute mark, and they really struggled shooting to start with, but again, were able to kind of have a little press success against Lexington too, and again, we're able to just go ahead and stretch it out. What I was surprised at is, again, they basically were playing 5 players at a time there. Coach Lindsay went subbing pretty liberally there, and if you look at their stats, which we had a chance to on Max Preps, I mean, they've got basically 9 players that have played in every game of the season. So they're going to run in a couple different groups of players. They certainly will have fouls to give if that's ever a factor. But, again, not an overly tall team at all.
Everything worked for McCook yesterday early and really throughout the game. They shot well. They played defense. Their pressure defense really gave Hastings fits. They shot free throws well because that hasn't happened too many times this year.
Right, again, got off just, again, that great start, and were able to carry it through. A 19-5 lead after the first quarter really set the tone. And, again, Hastings was in chase mode, and Lady Bison just did not let up. I think it got to within 6 points, we said last night, just with a couple of threes that Hastings hit, but then no danger after that. So hopefully Lady Bison are fresh. They're only playing like those 6 or 7 players normally. And, a little bus trip and the whole bit, whereas Northwest here, obviously home court, sleep in your own bed, wake up no problem. So, again, definitely a challenge for the Lady Bison, but that's okay. This is what you play for.
That's exactly right. We got about a couple minutes left. Give you a starting lineups. Go ahead, big guy.
Okay, we will go with the home team on the scoreboard. They will be Grand Island Northwest. They'll be in their white uniforms with the gold and black trim and black numerals. They'll go with Jolie O'Hare, 5'2", sophomore. Lakin Dorsey, 5'7", sophomore. Reagan McIntyre, their leading scorer at just over 9 points a game. She's a 5'4", junior. Evelyn Keller, 5'3", junior. And then in the middle for them will be Kyla Sybrantz. She's a 5'10", senior. Lady Bison are going to go ahead and go with their normal 5 there. Unfortunately, Brooklyn Gillen's still going to have to sit out for tonight, as we talked about last night. They'll go with Malia Hilker, 5'7", junior. Callie Crawford, 5'10", freshman. Jaylee Waldron, 5'8", sophomore. Paige Bortner, the 5'7", junior. And Corey Rippon, the 6-foot senior. And, of course, again, head coach for the McCook is Amy Scheil. And your head coach for Northwest is Derek Lindsay.
We were talking with assistant coach David Peterman. We asked him, he and Coach Gillen around here, it's like, okay, which of you guys is the professor when it comes to the wild card points and really know what's going on and stuff like that? And Coach Peterman says, I said, we were asking win or lose. Of course, you want to win it outright. But if you happen to lose, is there any chance? Because you're in the number 16. He says, right now, there's a chance if we would not win this game, we still would get in as a 16.
Exactly. And, again, it was by the hair of their chinny chin, as they say. So, again, you want to eliminate all doubt. And the other thing that he admitted, too, again, there's games being played in places unknown in the state of Nebraska, actually, that could have an effect on certain teams' points.
Yeah, they could still got some,
Iowa,
like with Iowa, with
Kansas.
McCook, with Kansas, with the Goodland topside tournament games that we go to and stuff like that. So all that kind of factors in. It really does. And if one team goes from Division I team, Division II, Division II to Division III, that makes a difference.
Well, I mean, that's why they do this in hundredths of a point. I mean, it can be that close. for seeding purposes, whether it be at the state tournament or a sub-district.
We got our national anthem back with the tip-off of this game. McCook at Grand Island Northwest is after the break. Kicks 96.1 and the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Richard Maw back here at Grand Island Northwest High School. The lineups being announced. McCook, the road team, and the road blacks and red, and Northwest in the home whites, trimmed with gold and black. Interesting note, Coach Peterman also came up and told us before about 20 warm-ups going on that there's a certain Lady Bison that's 2 rebounds away from the school record for most rebounds in a year.
Wow.
Corey Rippon is 2 rebounds. And can you tell me who holds the record for most rebounds in a season?
I'm going to go with Amber Smith. Brenda Hendrickson.
Good guesses. Good guesses. A little later, a little earlier.
One of the Bryants.
Good guess. Cassidy Gillen.
Cassidy.
He did give me a hint. He said half the family's here sitting on the bench down there. I went, oh, okay. Easton and Brooklyn down there. So
right.
Cassidy, of course, a great post for Coach Jeff Ellis and those back-to-back state tournament teams just a few years ago. Here we go. Tip control by the Bison. They'll go right to left in the offense. Paige Bortner had an outstanding game yesterday. Good floor game. Of course, playing without Brooklyn Gillen out. Once again, not playing. They lob it inside to Corey Rippon. Off the glass and good. Great start for the Bison, Bob.
Wow, was that just money or what? Again, great ball movement. Found her down low, pivoted right to the basket, made her move right away.
Little three-quarters court pressure, and the Vikings beat them on the press that time. Layups on the way and good by Kyla Seabrantz.
Yeah, really, Rich, the way this game shapes up, we might see which team's press actually works better during the course of this game.
2-2 ball game. Hilker lost it on a steal. Here comes Northwest the other way. Bounce pass, a top pass that time to Evelyn Keller, and goes out of bounds, and Northwest turns the ball over.
Yeah, again, fortunate break for the Bison there. Yeah, that was really trying to thread the needle, and again, one of those kind of shin-high, ankle-high passes.
Little 1-2-2 full court pressure applied. Bison handled it nicely yesterday. Northwest applies it again in the middle of the floor. Now to Corey Rippon. Backside look. Pass was off. I think that went off of Walgren. I thought it went out G. No, they're going to say on one Northwest. Yeah, Coach Lindsay saw what we did too, and yeah. They missed that
again,
one.
natural instincts took over. She tried to get definitely one off her fingers there, but we'll go ahead and take that one.
Paige Bortner off the inbound. Sideline pass. 2-2 ball game in the first. Callie Crawford baseline. Bison hit some threes yesterday, which was nice to see. Hilker now left side on a Walgren. Top of the circle, Crawford. Three is going to be short. Hit the front side of the rim and rebounded by Seabrand for Northwest.
Okay, good open shot, though.
I don't think she got full or all the knees in that one. It looks like more flat-footed, to be honest with you, that time. Northwest on the half-court game. O'Hare or Dorsey has it at the high post. Now to Seabrant. Dorsey has it. Skip past far side. Now it's Keller. At the high post now it's Dorsey, and a pick as Hilker comes out with it. Bison get it back.
Yeah, tapped away by Corey Rippon there, just kind of just right over the top.
Crawford far side being pressured by Dorsey. Top of the circle, not a Walgren against the man-to-man. They find Rippon inside. Corey dumps it back out. Crawford baseline three's on the way. Got it for three. The first three of the ball game for either team, and it's 5-2 McCook.
Don't be shy, Callie. We're going to need those threes. Again, great setup in the corner.
Northwest against some pressure. Bison get the trapping defense applied. And a 10-second count. They just had got it over, and the 10-second count is on. I don't know if it was a quick 10. I thought it was a legit 10.
Yeah. Bison pressure 1, Northwest nothing.
There
at
you
this
go.
Point.
5-2 ball game. Inbounds pass, sideline pass, Crawford. Thought about it, passed it up, in pressure, and the foul's going to be called. Got too close that time. Was Lakin Dorsey, the young 5'7" sophomore, picks up her first team foul, number 1 against Northwest.
And again, once again, we are using the 35-second shot clock, so we'll try and keep an eye on that if it's a factor at all.
5-2 ball game as Paige Bortner on the inbound. They find Rippon. Oh, they miss Walgren. Now they find her. Layup's on the way and good. I thought they were going to miss her entirely that time. A little late, but layup's on the way and good.
Just had a little brief stop in between.
And Northwest nearly threw the ball away. Aaron pass picked up at the far side by Northwest. Keller has it top of the circle. On a wing's right side now, it's O'Hare. Skip past cross court now to McIntyre. Three's going to be on the way, no good. Long rebound. His body's hit the floor. Long three's on the way and miss. Got a rebound. It's going to go out of bounds off of official. Looked like he was walking up court, but then changed his mind. Gets it Northwest.
Yeah, dangerous play underneath there. Cybrand's boy, Corey Rippon, totally unintentionally undercut her there a little bit. She hit the floor pretty hard.
And bounce pass by Keller out front. Now gets it right back. High screen on the move as Keller. They go baseline now to O'Hare. 7-2 Bison earlier going here from the Grand Island Northwest High School gym. On the skip pass. Dribble penetration by O'Hare. Passed up the shots. Bison good defensive movement. Cyburn's out front. Now Keller. Bison 2-3 zone. Long three from the right side is going to be short. Rebound. Put back. Block shot. Bortner. And the foul on a late whistle that time against Bortner. Boy, it might have been the correct call, but it was late.
I'm not sure about that. It looked like it was kind of anybody for themselves underneath there.
Oh, that's not a shooting foul, though. I mean, well, maybe it was. Anyway, it was late. First team foul against the Bison, first foul against Paige Bortner. Free throws on the way and missed by Dorsey. She'll get one more. Hopefully Northwest is a sign of things to come, just shooting as bad as Hastings did early yesterday.
Well, again, they're very deliberate on offense, which, again, attribute that to the Bison defense.
And second one's on the way and good. Bison a 7-3 lead, back to full court pressure. Rippon finds Bortner. Paige has it now, Rippon. A little clear on it. Corey going to try to get it. You got to hurry. Got to get across that 10-second line and threw the ball away. Can't waste any time. Northwest has the ball right back. O'Hare takes on the dribble. Skip pass. It was tipped that time by Bortner and controlled by Hilker, and they got it swiped away. It's going to go out of bounds against Alpha Northwest, and McCook will get it back. 7-3 ball game, just under the 5-minute mark. Score updates all night long, brought to you by MME Bank.
Say what?
Inbounds pass Walgren. Got to go. Watch the hand check in here right in front of us. Walgren, now Paige Bortner. Takes it. Got a hand all over. Still got a hand on over. Ripping off the glass and good.
Yeah, that's
We're gonna get a little we're gonna get a little bit what's the word I'm trying to cranky if that's gonna continue because it didn't happen last night.
Yeah, I prefer crabby. But yeah, right. I mean, again, it literally had a hand on her hip the whole time.
Powell's gonna go against Paige Bortner. You're gonna call that. You got to call a hand check. 2. Second foul against Paige. That's big. Rosalind Weimer's going to check in for the first time. Border's got to sit for a while. Inbounds pass to McIntyre. 9-3, beg your pardon. 9-3 Bison lead as we're approaching the halfway point. There's going to be a foul against Hilker. And this guy kind of liked us yesterday, and so far he does not like us in his first quarter, Bob.
Yes.
Because he is calling everything. 13 fell against the Bison in the quarter. 9-3 ball game. McIntyre off the inbounds. Top of the circle, Hare. Deep three is going to be on the way and drained it from a long range that time. First 3 of the ball game for the Vikings, and the Bison throw the ball away. Cybrance, low block, missed shot, rebound. Walgren, backside rebound, contact there, thank you. 9-6. Second team fell against the Vikings.
Well, yeah, here comes the first of the shift changes for Grand Island Northwest. 4 new bodies coming in for the Vikings.
Oh, radio announcer's nightmare here is I
should have wrote down the numbers first.
9-6 ball game. Bison by 3 in the early going. Inbounds pass by Hilker. Got to set some screens, get yourself open. Hilker, and now it's Rippin. Corey just taking herself, just taking the dribble. Oh, picked up her dribble. Across the timeline out of Hilker. Bison get a chance at their half court for the first time in a while. Corey top of the circle. Left side now to Hilker. B7 sub-district title game. Winner moves on to a district title game on Saturday. Walgren, high post now to Rippin. Pass got to pick that time. And Northwest the other way. O'Hare, one of the few that stayed in. Left-handed layups on the way in. Good. Underneath, it's 9-8. Davia Hoyks, was that 23? Yeah, it was 23.
Yep.
1-point game. Bison having some issues against his full court pressure. Rippin, tip pass. Northwest comes the ball back up. Hoyks has it now. Northwest with the basketball with a chance to take the lead at 3:15 left. Graves, baseline job. Rosalind Weimers tipped it. Here comes Hilker to the way.
Really good defense there. Anticipation by Rosalind Weimers.
Rippin has it. Corey top of the circle. Baseline out of Walgren off the glass. Shot it short. Almost had her own rebound. Here comes Northwest the other way. Bison still by 1, 9-8 in the quarter. O'Hare out front now to Graves. 2:49 left in the quarter. O'Hare baseline Voiks. Baseline jumper. Block shot by Rippin that time.
Yeah,
on the way up.
Good defense. Held her ground there. Didn't even have to jump. Just had her arms straight up.
Hilker top of the circle now to Crawford. Again, Paige Bortner out of the ball game with the 2 fouls early. 9-8 ball game. Rosalind Weimers, Rippin kind of stole away. Oh, don't call the offensive. Got the foul first. The foul against Northwest first. Foul against Northwest first. Then the shove came second.
Well, and again, that was just a reaction to taking the ball.
Right. Yeah, got to keep her cool. Got to keep your cool. First foul got to be called against O'Hare. Third team foul. Team fouls are tied at 3 apiece. Bison motion, they're fluid. They're not very fluid at all in their offensive game without Bortner in there. Crawford, baseline 3 is going to be short. And it's tipped by Rippin, goes out of bounds and goes back to Northwest.
Yeah, another one of those set plays on the inbounds pass. And again, Callie Crawford, she's hit a number of those shots this year from that corner.
2:24 left, first quarter. Inbounds past Northwest with the basketball. O'Hare, now Graves. Graves on the move. Little jumper, a floater inside the lane, missed it. Recovered by Keller. Underneath, nowhere to go. Spins back out to Brandt. Northwest with the basketball. Tipped out of bounds by Crawford last. Got to say a big get well wish. Karen Bortner, Paige's mom, is home sick with a flu bug or a cough and not feeling well, so we wish her the best getting back. Healthy again. 9-8 ball game. North and McCook with a 1-point lead. That led 9-2 at one time. McIntyre top of the circle against the Bison 2-3 zone. Graves has it now. McIntyre. Right side now to Libby Lohman. Voigts from the high post. They'll kick out three by McIntyre's good. They've hit a couple of threes, Bob, here as of late, and it's a 2-point Northwest lead.
Well, it is their home court. They should be able to shoot good here, but yeah, Bison just got to play a little tougher defense.
Ripping across the timeline. Boy, you cannot pick up your dribble and not have anybody open. Keep that dribble going. Timeout, Coach Amy Schau. 11-9 Northwest. Minute 37 left back after the break. It's Bison basketball and Kicks 96-1. Richard Bob back here at Northwest. Bob, a good early start for the Bison, but Northwest has come back, hit some threes. Bison with some foul trouble to boot.
Yeah, their pressure has also caused some problems to the Bison. You know, Rich, I mean, players, it seems like when you look up with these trouble getting the ball inbounds, everybody's like 50 feet away. You've got to get some players closer and have some options there and just break it. But again, just one long pass is not always going to do it.
Got to come help your teammates out in a situation like that. On the low block, good move inside. Jumpers on the way, missed inside by Brandt. Crawford in the rebound. Bison their first time they've trailed, I think, in the 2 days. 11-9 here in the opening quarter. Walgren has the top of the circle, not a Crawford. It's the man-to-man pressure. Now Weimer's top of the circle, not a Hilker. Malia, now Walgren on the move, left side, nowhere to go now, Rippin. You got to get Corey in that spot on that low block. I dump it right back down to her. Hilker, too much dribbling out front. Now Crawford. Weimer's jumper for the wings on the way. Ripping on the reaching high for it. Couldn't quite grab it. Here comes Northwest on the release. Down court. Layup's going to be on the way and missed. It's out of bounds off of McCook last. Keller on the missed layup that time. McCook couldn't quite grab it. Northwest will get it back.
Yeah, good hustle to get back on defense, though, to disrupt that layup.
And bounce pass by McIntyre out front. Now it's Keller. They swing it right side to McIntyre. Three is going to be no good. Rebound by Callie Crawford from McCook. 39 seconds left before the quarter. The Bison throw the ball away. On the move. Left-handed lips on the way. Missed it. Ripping on the rebound. Lead pass now to Hilker on the move. Got to take it right herself. Jumper. Nope. Lost on the way up. And then the foul going to be called against Northwest.
Yeah, kind of hit the old air bubble in the floor. Yeah. The last dribble kind of popped up really high on her.
Fourth team foul against Northwest. McCook will get the basketball back. I was kind of hoping Malia just take it right at her. But decided not to. Crawford in the move. Crawford in the spin move. Threw the ball away. Nice job of the help defense that time. Northwest off the Bison turnover. Too many turnovers in the quarter. Baseline Graves, no shots. Kick out. 11 seconds left in the quarter. Keller has the top of the circle. Long three is going to be on the way. Missed. Rebound by Walgren. And this could be two free throws at the other end. Yeah, it's going to be Walgren shooting two at the other end. That's a big foul right there.
Yeah, again, it's had a nice sequence here. She got back quickly on defense there, held her ground, didn't get the foul. And again, now getting a chance with two free throws there on the rebound.
Reckon Gale is ready to check in, and also Megan Miller. You got to give the starters a little break, at least at the end of the quarter here. This is a good time, and then you get the in-between, and because you're not playing too many players. Free throw by Walgren's on the way and rolls in. 1 point game, 11-10. We'll see Keller checking back in for the Vikings. We'll see Ellie Gans go to check in lineup as well. Lily did not play yesterday, but gets a chance to get those teal shoes out there. Second free throw on the way and rolls in. We're tied at 11. No silly fouls right here. 3 seconds. With 1 second, bomb from half court. It's going to be on the way and came pretty close. We're tied at 11 apiece in the B7 Subdistrict title game. We're back to GI Northwest next on Kicks 96-1. Rich Bob back here at Northwest High School. Tied at 11, Bob. First quarter stats.
Yeah, again, 11 points apiece for Bison. Quicker start. Northwest had kind of owned the second half of that quarter. Jolie O'Hara with 3. Lakin Dorsey with 1. Reagan McIntyre with 3. Kyla Cybrance with 2. And Dawi Hikas with 2 also. 5 players in the scoring column for Northwest. For McCook, Callie Crawford with 3. Jaylee Walgren with 4. And Corey Rippon with 4.
Bison come out, got the original starting 5 back in there, plus Paige Bortner with the 2 fouls. You got to be careful. Got to be careful. She plays aggressively, but you got to take it easy. You don't want to pick up a third anytime in this second quarter. Keller has the top of the circle against the Bison 2-3 zone. Left side now to O'Hare. Tied at 11, the B7 sub-district title game. Baseline pass, will kick it out baseline. O'Hare 3 is going to be on the way, missed it. Backside rebound. Northwest bounce pass, pretty bounce pass. Layups on the way and good.
Well, found the open player there underneath. Boy, that was an excellent pass. Is right, went right around 2 Bison.
Hilker off the inbounds. Pass tip. Bortner has it now. It's Callie Crawford. Now Bortner across the timeline. Page dumps it off to Walgren. 13-11 Northwest by 2 early second quarter. Boy, the lobs. Yeah, on a bad pass. Bison throw the ball away. Northwest let it go, and it'll be Northwest basketball. That's one thing McCook's not doing very good is passing the ball.
Yeah,
tonight.
exactly. No, turnover is a little bit more common than last night. And again, I don't necessarily think Northwest pressure is all that much better. It's just, again, got to get a little shorter passes and getting some more opportune spots for shots.
Vikings with the basketball in the lead. McIntyre looking for the lob and ripping on the loose ball, and the foul's going to be called against Dorsey. And that'll be the first team foul of the quarter against Northwest.
Yeah, I had her for 3, so.
They're wrong because you never entered this one. Never.
Yeah, no chance of that.
Inbounds pass by Hilker. Got to go to it, throw it right. She wasn't quite in bounds. Again, like you said, you've got to go to the basketball. We've got guards clear out the 10-foot line.
And we have, there's 2 players underneath the basket, and we're not even close to getting the ball in there. I mean, got to have more options.
And that, or you got to set some solid screens to get people open.
Exactly.
Don't just brush them by. You set a screen to get yourself open. 13-11 ball game, Northwest of the basketball. O'Hare has the top of the circle against Walgren. Right side now, it's McIntyre. Swinging out to Keller. Right side now to McIntyre. Against the Bison, 2-3. Down to 18 on the clock. They dump it on to Cybrance. Little runner inside the lane, missed it. Cybrance got it back. Bortner, you cannot reach. You cannot reach in there, and then she picked up number 3.
Yeah, again, it's your instinct or whatever, but boy, you have to manage your game at that point in time. And again, lately here, Bison giving up a couple extra second chance points.
Karsten Porter ready to check in. She got the warm-up off. Free throw's going to be on the way and missed. And boy, Paige has played about 90 seconds of this second quarter. She's gone for the rest of the half.
Yeah, I mean, that hurts the Bison in 2 different ways, offensively and defensively, of course. I mean, she's bringing the ball up a lot of this time for them, too. So
she missed both free throws. Still 13-11. Ripping on the defensive board. Find a guard. Go back and help her. Walgren has it.
Get her hands off.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you ain't a kidding. Come on. Yep. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Right side on O'Hare. So we got far side now to McIntyre. They go inside of Cybrance. Knocked away by Porter momentarily. McIntyre, top of the circle. Vikings trying to move it right to left. Deep 3. O'Hare's on the way. Missed a backside rebound. McCook did not check off the backside. Missed layup. Cybrance kind of reached over a short of Porter that time. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is going back to McCook.
Yeah, again, second and third chance points for Northwest. Just not sure if the ball's coming off the rim that crazy or just they're out of position, but giving up too many second chance opportunities.
Again, full court pressure by Northwest.
Yeah, but all players are down here now to deal with it, which is certainly a better move.
Off the inbounds pass, Rippon. Oh, boy, you had Walgren here sideline pass and didn't throw the ball. Now they find Jay Lee on the move, and there you go. Get those hands off O'Hare. Third foul. Is that number 3? It's got to be. Second. Yep. Dang it. She has been hands-on all this first half. Porter off the inbounds. Sideline pass to Crawford. That's pretty good defense by Northwest by Hikus. And
everything's contested. I mean, that's
yeah.
the thing. But then, like you said, Rich, got to do some back doors, get some screens, and get some people open.
Porter right near the Northwest bench. It's just, just 2 points on the board by either team. 13-11 Northwest. Approaching 3 minutes gone in the quarter. Hilker out front, out of Walgren. Jay Lee has it, top of the circle, then a Porter. They rip it on the high post. I like to see her, pivot and work. There you go. Kick off to Walgren. 3 right side's going to be on the way, missed it. Rebound inside by Northwest. Vikings trying to push it down court. Hikus got away. Walgren tried. I wish she kind of would have just stood there and took the charge that time, but she did knock out of bounds. Northwest will get it back.
Yeah, again, got her arms up and everything. Looked like she was in good, really good position there on the drive by Dawi Heike.
I know I'm pronouncing that bad every single time.
Oh, no, that's a toughie.
Great job. Good hands by Hilker that time. Got a hand on the pass lane and goes out of bounds. Northwest will get it back. 13-11 Vikings by 2 with a 1 seed over the 2 seed here in the second quarter. Inbounds pass by Keller. Keller right side. At the high post now. And good pressure by Porter that time. Got a hand on the pass lane, and it's going to go back to Northwest. Bench is going to have to come up big. Those guards, especially with Porter and others, with Bortner on the bench with 3 fouls. McIntyre top of the circle. O'Hare dump it down inside. In a little 2-man game. Cyberts missed the shot, rebounded by Crawford.
Yeah, it's got to do is seal him off that backboard there.
Crawford still in backcourt. Callie going to take it to herself near midcourt. A little contested. And it's got to bounce off of McCook last. And one thing Coach Schall says, you cannot get across midcourt and stop.
Yeah, I mean, again, there's a couple of death spots on the floor here. Again, you've got the sideline and the half-court line boxing you in, let alone 2 players.
13-11 ball game. Northwest of the basketball with Keller. McIntyre on the swing right side. Now it's O'Hare. Moving, they're trying to work McIntyre for a 3 left side air ball. And run down. Northwest chased it down. Vikings get it right back with Keller. 13-11 Northwest in the second. At the high post, Cybrance. Inside, a little high-low look, and the foul's going to be called against McCook. Hikus at the free throw line for a 2-shot foul.
Callie Crawford going to pick up her first foul. Yeah, again, it's really pretty simple. I mean, Northwest, when they get rid of a pass, the person seems to be always breaking towards the basket. And again, Bison just haven't been able to turn around and catch up yet.
Free throws on the way, and Northwest is helping McCook's cause by missing free throws. We'll see Graves check back in. We'll see Keller check back in. Brecken Gale's going to check back in. And I think Malia Hilker is going to get a break here. Probably a quick break.
Yeah, Cyberns 0 for 3 from the free throw line for Northwest so far.
13-11 Northwest lead in the second. Second free throw's on the way, and got a kind bounce on that one, didn't she? 14-11. She'll check out, and it's Haley Brandt will check back in. You win a kid, and Coach Lindsay's played a ton of players, that's for sure. Off the inbounds on it once again. It hit the backboard. Got to quit throwing it underneath the backboard. Nothing good happens, right? They back it away. Porter has it now. Now Rippon. Return pass to Karsten. Taken along that sideline. Cross the timeline. Now to Rippon. Chance to set up the half court. A backdoor cut to Walgren, and pass was not there.
Yeah, defended well there. 2 Northwest players in between.
Keller has it top of the circle now, right side now to Graves. So swinging out right side now to McIntyre. Halfway point, quarter number 2, 14-11. Northwest has outscored McCook 3-0 in the second quarter. Left side Keller. Top of the circle now to Graves. Swinging it right side on down to McIntyre. Hikus baseline out front. Long 3 left side's going to be short. Long rebound, and Northwest got another one. On the low block, kick out. On the move is McIntyre. The foul's going to be called against Walgren. Inside to be a 2-shot foul for Northwest coming up. This Northwest team played the Cretes and the Sewards early in the season, and guess who their regular season finale was against? Elkhorn North. Oh, that was their last game of the regular season. Free throw by Reagan McIntyre is on the way good. It's a 4-point Northwest lead.
Well, it's a good way to find out where you're at.
Yeah.
If you're going to play number 1 or number 2.
Malia Hilker, I knew was not going to set up very long. She will check back in, and Callie Crawford will get a break. Second free throw's on the way, missed. Porter on the long rebound. Now Hilker going to take it and go across the timeline. Stops, and now it's Rippon. Bison needs points, have not scored the quarter. Walgren left side. On the lob inside of Rippon. Not a good pass that time, broke it up. Defense well by Northwest. Vikings get it back off the turnover.
Yeah, really telegraphing their passes there. Northwest just able to jump the routes.
The floater inside the lanes on the way, missed by Graves, rebounded by Walgren, who got smacked around a little bit.
Wow, Graves right over the top, on the back there, easy push.
Rippon has it across the timeline, right to left in the offense. Picked up her dribble, needs some. Coach Child almost burned a timeout. Brecken Gale has it out front on Walgren. Again, you're missing Brooklyn Gillen, of course, out with an injury, and Paige Bortner on the bench with 3 fouls to 2 of your primary ball handlers. 15-11 ball game, 4-point game. Baseline Gale. Shot clock down to 3. Walgren's going to chuck one up and missed it on the long 3, but at least he got a shot up, I guess. Vikings the other way on the move. Top of the circle to McIntyre. Right side now to Keller. Hikes skip pass, clear cross court, baseline 3's on the way, miss. Another offensive rebound. McCook giving up way too many offensive rebounds in this half. Jumper from 3 is going to be on the way, and got another rebound, offensive rebound. Whip pass inside is going to go out of bounds off Northwest last.
Yeah, 3 chances on that possession alone there. Again, I just don't, I don't know if the ball is bouncing just funny or just we're really snake bit on being in position.
And after all, it's just a 4-point game.
Right.
15-11. But again, McCook has not scored in the quarter. Rippon, Corey has it. Sideline pass now to Brecken Gale. Lob to Porter and too high overhead. Goes out of bounds, goes back to Northwest.
Boy, can't blame him trying to make things happen there. Had a good open player underneath there, but again, just a little too high on the pass.
Under the 2-minute mark here for the half. We'll see Crawford check in on the next dead ball for the Bison. Right side Keller. Dump it down low block to Brandt. Keller gets it right back on the move. Skip pass 3 by McIntyre and air ball. Rebound backside by Walgren. Lead pass up court to Malia Hilker. Layup's going to be on the way, and that a baby's on the way and good. 15-13. Much needed bucket, the first one of the quarter. Bounce back inside. Nice job, Porter. You know, I don't mind the foul because it was a mismatch on the low block, Bob, and instead of giving up a sure shot, maybe 2-footer that time, she fouled her.
Yeah, exactly right. No, again, that was going to be just an easy layup there. So, again, good hands by Karsten Porter. Go ahead and disrupt that play. Boy, it's nice to see the fast break for a change there on Malia Hilker. Nice touch on the layup.
And bounce pass by McIntyre. Minute 23, nice job. Hilker got a hand in the passing lane, flat out of nowhere, and it goes back to Northwest on the side. 15-13, Northwest by 2, and we're approaching halftime. B7 Subdistrict title game. Kicks 96.1 also our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Keller has the top of the circle against Keller, or against Malia Hilker, beg your pardon. On the skip pass right side on McIntyre. Swing it down the far side. O'Hare, 3 is going to be short. Rebound, tipped around, and Crawford has it. Callie, sideline pass, Hilker off her fingertips. She recovers. Kept her feet, but then threw the ball away. Forced to pass.
Yeah, O'Hare just stepped right in front of Corey Rippon.
On the low block, bunny hop, travel, you bet. Yep, Brandt, clear as day that time. Took that quick hop, and going back to McCook in the turnover. 52 seconds left in the quarter, 15-13. Hilker off the inbounds, now Rippon. Now it's Hilker, across the timeline. And tipped out of, nope, not tipped out of bounds. Malia has it now, Corey Rippon. 42 seconds left, Bison have a chance to tie a Bob or take the lead, believe it or not. They dump it down to Rippon, low block, and on the way by, there was a push. One thing, McCook, when they get in their half court, you got to get 40 on the block.
Right.
Get her on the block. She's been at the high post, the free throw line. Get her on that dang block.
Yeah, no, she's got a height advantage there. And
Uh-oh. The coffee's kicking in. You got a water over there?
yes.
Okay. Ripping on the inside. Dumps it down. Would like to take that shot. Hilker's baseline three. We'll take that just instead. And it's 16-15 and a Bison 1-point lead with 25 seconds left. O'Hare has it on the move. Knocked away. Hilker has it. Malia takes off the other way. And the foul and a reach by. And that'll be team foul number 4 against Northwest. No free throws just yet. You okay?
I'm back.
That lemonade hit the spot.
Yeah, just, wow.
14 seconds left. Bison by 1, 16-15. Big shot, Hilker baseline. That baseline three. Malia off the inbounds. Trying to find Walgren on illegal screen.
You got to get set.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the pulling guard there. Just kind of,
Yeah, you're right, though.
It was. She's moving right into the player, unfortunately, there for Corey Rippon. Doggone it.
Yep. Just
Only
her
first,
though.
though.
Exactly right. Coach Lindsay once again gets a timeout. It's going to be a full. Going to take a full. We're back after the break. It's Bison basketball. Kicks 96-1. Rich and Bob back here at Northwest High School. Bob 16-15. Bison hanging tough. Northwest not hitting free throws and missing shots. The Bison got a big three by Hilker. Take 1 point lead.
Yeah, again, it's really kind of amazing if you look back at this quarter just to kind of see just not a lot of good, consistent play by either team. And again, this is the Bison getting away with maybe this scoring drought.
O'Hare off the inbounds, got away from Hilker. Long three by McIntyre is going to be no good. Long rebound. Hilker, you got time. I'd take it and go. 5 seconds left. Wish you would have taken it. Oh, you threw the ball. It's Rippon now has it. And Corey. Bison passing. Sometimes you think you're passing the wrong jersey color. The wrong jersey color.
Pass to nowhere.
16-15 after the first half. Bob and I will talk about it after the break. Bison basketball kicks 96-1. Rich and Bob back here at halftime, 16-15, McCook by 1, Bob. I mean, it wasn't a pretty first half by no means. Nothing, not even close to the first half what we saw yesterday against Hastings. But good first start. McCook was up 9-2. Northwest came back. took the lead, had a lead for a lot of part of that second quarter, but McCook got some breaks, hit a three, got a 1-point lead.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes that's all it takes. Scoring in the second quarter. Grand Island Northwest only 4 points in the quarter. McCook only 5. So, again, still got the 1-point lead. And, boy, just like you said, Rich, a lot of turnovers there and some passes that just ill-advised. But, again, is this define winning ugly possibly or whatever? But we're at least leading ugly at this point in time. For Northwest, Jolie O'Hara has 3. Lakin Dorsey with 1. Reagan McIntyre with 4. Evelyn Keller with 2. Kyla Sybrants with 3. And Dawi Hikas, she has 2. So, again, 11 in the first, 4 in the second is all for the Vikings. For McCook, Malia Hilker, big three-pointer there to put the Bison on top. She has 5.5. Kelly Crawford with just 1 3 for her 3 points. Jaylee Walgren with 4. And Corey Rippon with 4. And, again, I'm very sure that my numbers are accurate here, Rich. I've been able to keep up with the scoring so far in this first half. But, gosh, yeah, both teams, you look back in a game like this, Rich, and you're just like, gosh, if we could have just played a normal quarter, somebody would have a 10-point lead right now easily. But, again, Lady Bison just got to clean up some passing without a doubt, as you mentioned. And then somehow, again, I'm not convinced that they're rebounding that bad. It just seems like every ball is, some of these shots from the outside by Grand Island Northwest, they're hitting the rim at some pretty funny angles, frankly. So, again, just can't give them second and third chance opportunities. But whoever cleans up their act, frankly, Rich, first in this second half is going to be the winner, I'm sure.
You would think that, and I think you might have touched on it a minute ago, you would think Northwest probably should have a 10-point lead at half. With everything that happened on missed shots, getting offensive rebounds, and free throws missed, they ran their half-court offense a lot more than we did in the early part of that second quarter especially.
Yeah, they were just 2 for 6 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
So, again, 4 misses there, keeping the Bison in it. But, yeah, they certainly had their chances to stretch this lead out. But, again, they were just unable to get any offense going either. So, again, like I said, somebody's going to get one of those 10-point runs here, and somebody's going to have a quarter to pull away, and let's just hope it's the Lady Bison.
And I was probably a little critical on when you're missing Brooklyn Gill in your primary ball handler for the entire season. Paige Porter gets in foul trouble. You got girls out there who are not used to doing this. You know what? Get used to it, because if you want to win this game and have a chance to win a sub-district title, you better suck it up in a hurry, because you're going to be you're needed. You're needed.
Well, and again, this is the 22nd game of the season, so there's no freshmen out there anymore, as they say. And again, you've faced all kinds of pressure, and this is not the most intense pressure that the Lady Bison have faced. The Broken Bows, the Gothenburgs, the Ogalalas, the Mindens, all of those teams certainly can turn up the pressure more than what we've seen from the Vikings. But for whatever reason, again, and much better in the second half of that second quarter, players coming to the ball and not, all of a sudden you look out there and everybody's 40 feet away from each other. And those cross-court passes just give people too much time to intercept them or tip them.
All right, 16-15, the Bison by 1. Halftime, got about 4:40 on the clock. We're back with the third quarter next on the Kicks 96.1. Rich and Bob back here at Grand Island Northwest High School, 16-15 at the half, third quarter. Just about ready to start, Bob. Here we go. I think hopefully Bison cut down turnovers, hit free throws, win a ball game.
Exactly right. No, it'd be very interesting to see what adjustments both coaches have made here. Again, both teams have had success with their press at varying times, and then both teams have had their success breaking the press at various times. So again, it's going to be a matter of who's able to do it more consistently. Boy, I just really feel bad for Paige Bortner. I wish she did not have that third foul there at least. But she's going to have to play the second half and manage her game because the Bison really need her out there.
6-3, Dundee County Stratton over Juanita Palisade after one.
Did they miss the extra point?
They went four corners, I think.
Okay.
I think Juanita. Jeremy would like this one. I think the Broncos went four corners, and there's no shot clock.
That's right.
to deal with. All right, Bison with the basketball first to begin this third quarter. Bison come back with the original starting five. Paige Bortner. Careful. No fouls. I know it's tough. It's really tough. Aggressive nature, but, boy, you want to stay in the ball game. She was not in the ball game a lot at all in that first half. Long three by McIntyre's. Air ball backside. We got a rebound. Backside rebound by Severance on the way and good.
Yeah, it just snuck in there around Callie Crawford. I'm not so sure it wouldn't be a bad idea to put Paige Bortner out top on defense and maybe, let Jaylee Walgren try and get some of those rebounds.
Bortner, count it. Chance at a three-point play and the dribble penetration. Count it. Chance at an old-fashioned three-point play.
Didn't take long for her to make her impact.
I bet Mom's popcorn just went all over the floor back at home on that one after watching daughter go into the bucket on that one.
Yeah, nice touch there, man. She's going full steam there and is still able to lay it in nicely.
18-17, 19-17 on the two on the extra free throw. Here we go. 30 seconds in. Bison by two again, 19-17. Score updates brought to you by MMB Bank.
Say what?
Vikings in the half-court set. Keller has it. Swing it O'Hare. She'll shoot it from the parking lot if you let her. 19-17. 2-3 by. Oh, don't give up on her. It's going to be. That wasn't a kick by Rippon that time. The jumper out in the way and missing the foul. But Corey that time, keep your hands straight up. Keep your hands straight up when it coming through. Take a charge. Take a charge. Give you a two-shot foul coming up.
Yeah, her second foul. No, the move that she made is she actually dribbled it off her leg. It wasn't even she stuck her leg out to kick it. Yeah. It was just dribbled off there.
Free throw by McIntyre is on the way and good. But the thing is, we had a 2-3, and our two high guards split it.
Right.
Left her. You can't leave her.
The parting of the Red Sea is right.
19-19 on the two free throws.
She's 3 out of 4. Don't foul her.
Back to the full court pressure applied. Crawford in backcourt. Rippon. Now Walgren. Jada Lee across the timeline. Good confidence right there. Now Rippon. Boy, Corey's can take Severance really, to be honest with you, but
not from 40 feet.
Not from 40 feet though. And now Bortner really being pressured. And loose ball is now picked up by the other way by Keller. Her layup's going to be on the way and missed it. Rebound tipped and recovered by Northwest. Second chance for the Vikings. Down inside Severance. Kick out O'Hare. Three is going to be on the way. Missed it. Rebound tipped. It's going to go out of bounds. Oh, saved. Good save on the far side by Dorsey. And the Vikings get a new chance right here. 20 on the shot clock. O'Hare on the move. Runner inside the lane off the glass and good. I was afraid they're going to pick up Corey with a block that time.
Yeah, that was dangerous.
And it's going to be a blocking foul going to be called against Northwest on the far sideline.
The intensity is picked up just a tiny bit.
Oh, boy, you ain't a kidding. When these Bison bring it, you got to stay under control. Just stay under control. 21-19, inbounds pass by Bortner. Now Malia Hilker. Man-to-man, Vikings pressure out front. Coach Lindsay says, get up in their grill. Bortner out front now. Walgren three's on the way. Missed it short, but was on line that time. And O'Hare has it on the defensive board. Vikings by 2. 2 minutes gone in the quarter. McIntyre's three is going to be on the way and hit it. So a couple of perimeter shots from them and makes it a 5-point game, 24-19.
Yeah, again, they've really picked up their intensity on defense.
Oh, boy, that might have been a quick five. That might have been a quick five that time, yeah.
I mean, what's the hurry? Wow, that was really quick, in
And
fact.
Coach Schau once again gets a timeout. Good time for a timeout. Bison trailing by 5. We're back after the break. It's Bison basketball. Kicks 96-1. Richard Bob back here at Northwest as the Vikings with a crit spurt, couple of outside shots, make it a 5-point game, Bob.
Yeah, they've outscored the Bison 9-3 in the quarter so far, and this is what we were talking about. Is one of these teams is going to get a little run here to get a little separation, and so far it looks like GI Northwest right now.
Northwest on the inbounds pass. Vikings have it. Top of the circle to the McIntyre against the Bison 2-3 zone look. Skip pass cross court. Keller down to the side of Cybrance off the glass and a roll in. That's pretty good ball movement by Northwest that time.
Yeah, it was, and Corey Riffin played good defense there. Just had her arms straight up.
Bordner comes back with a pass. Pressure on the far side. Left-handed dribble. Nice job. Picked up that dribble. Now it's going to be Walgren out front. 26-19. Biggest deficit of the night against the Bison. Crawford has it. On the move, Cowley inside. A tough pass to Rippon on the way and good. I don't know how the pass got through, but it did.
Well, and again, GI Northwest really gambling on defense. They are really just bodying up every player.
Far side, McIntyre on the swing pass now to O'Hare. Baseline now to Dorsey. Bison 2-3 zone look. They find a little hole in that defense. Knocked out of bounds. And went off of Northwest that time. Cybrance the last one to touch it. Goes back to McCook.
Yeah, I think Corey Rippon got her hand in there, but again, reaching for the ball, GI Northwest was the last to touch it.
Malia Hilker off the inbounds pass and a 26-21 Northwest lead. Hilker now Rippon. Now find Bortner in the middle of the court. Take it. You got to dribble. There we go. Across the far side of the court. Baseline Crawford. Hesitation, nowhere to go. Now Bortner, 3 baseline. Hireker's going to be long. Almost banked it. Walgren trying to keep it alive. Couldn't quite grab it. Here comes Northwest the other way.
Boy, again, one and done for the Lady Bison. Boy, just got to get some extra offensive and defensive rebounds.
I tell you, rebounding margins got to be 2-1 in favor of Northwest in this one.
Easily.
They're trying to find Cybrance on the low block, not out of bounds by Rippon. It goes back to McCook. 26-21. 5-point Northwest lead, almost a halfway point, quarter number 3 here from Northwest High School. O'Hare on the move, lost the handle. Got to be strong with the basketball, and we have jump ball possession over. McCook will get it back.
Yeah, O'Hara trying to drive the lane there. Second time in a row, she's kind of dribbled it off somebody's leg.
Allows Northwest to get back in their full court pressure. Hilker off the inbounds. Rippon. And got to have people come back and help. Corey on double dribble, yep. So got those guards come back, sprint back, and help her out. Now here's Coach Lindsay. He's going to get his line change in here, and 4 new bodies. 4:10 in the third
Emerson
quarter.
Graves, Anna Keller, Haley Brandt, and
O'Hare was the only one that stayed of the
I
starters.
had 4. And then, and again, it was Hikas.
26-21. Northwest in the half courts. Hikas at the high post. She dribbled off her foot almost, got it right back. Now it's Keller. O'Hare on the move. Stops up, and Paige Porter does not want to pick up a foul. Kind of left her, kind of laid off her a little bit. Backed off. 26-21. 12 on the shot clock. A little high-low look. Good catch inside traffic. Hikas missed the shot. Tips. Body's hitting the floor. Long 3 baseline's going to be on the way. Missed it. Long rebound. Did I hit that? Should have reset. Yeah. And Northwest gets it right back. On the dump down, and the foul's going to be called. I think Crawford or Rippon, one of the two, or something like that. Yeah. And be a 2-shot foul coming up for Brandt.
Shuffled the feet.
Yeah. 2 team fouls apiece. Brandt to the free throw line for a 2-shot foul. First one's on the way and good. 27-21. 6-point game. I think it did hit the rim.
Yeah, it just
It glazed off it. He did. Coach Child, don't think. I bet it did. It did. We could see it up here. So yeah, it did. I think there was like 2 seconds left in the shot clock, if I'm not mistaken, about 2. And it
just literally just brushed it.
Second free throw rolls in, 28-21. Back to a 7-point Northwest lead. Again, Bison got to handle this pressure. Inbounds pass now to Rippon. And there we go. As Bortner coming back to the basketball, 9 out of 10 times if they call it, there'll be a foul in the play.
Right.
That's just the case of them calling, that's all. Foul's going to be called against Keller. Second team foul against the Vikings. But you got to cut hard, and you got to beat him to the punch. Making an easy call for him. Crawford has it, top of the circle. High screen from Rippon. Now Crawford. Not a good pass to Corey that time. It was on a pick and roll, and yeah, tough pass and a long pass. Northwest throws the ball away, and McCook will get it back. 3-minute mark, 28-21, Vikings by touchdown in this third quarter.
I like the sound of that in football.
I bet you do. Inbounds pass, Rippon. Now to Hilker. Malia, they'll find Bortner. Now take it and go. Page across the timeline with a left-handed dribble. Take it on the move and got the foul. Oh, God, a break there. And the foul and a little push.
Yep, Haley Brandt going to pick up her second foul.
4th team foul. So then we pick up a quick one right here. It's going to be 2 shots. Get yourself back in a little bit closer via the free throw line. Inbounds pass by Hooker. Malia looking for a black shirt. And touch. Trying to find Bortner, and Hilker wasn't out of bounds fully, and what touched the basketball goes back to Northwest. Vikings with the basketball up 7. 2:50 left in this third quarter. O'Hare on the move, bounce pass, pretty bounce pass, missed the shot, drew the foul, and Bortner picked up number 4 on that low block.
Boy, I was just going to say, I was thinking she's going to get through the quarter here without getting that 4th one, but gosh, you just hate to give up an easy basket.
If you're Coach Child, you're just gambling and
I think it'd probably pull her for the quarter, rest of this quarter.
Free throw is going to be on the way and good. 29-21. Yep, and she's thinking like you're thinking as Porter will check back in. 29-21 Northwest, 2:45 in the quarter. Brent, one more time. Biggest lead grows to 9, 30-21.
Yeah, don't foul her. She's 4 for 4 from the line. Looked good on all of them.
Off the inbounds. Rippon has it. Backcourt. Now Crawford, you got to push it. You got to push it or burn the timeout. Hilker across the timeline. It was tipped pass, and now Walgren. Bison are down to 3 timeouts today. Coach Shaw did not want to burn one there, I guess. Walgren has a 15 on the shot clock. Out front out of Porter. Carson, a little high screen from Rippon. Skip pass now to Walgren. Low block. And it was the defense right there. Brandt was good job fronting the defense. It went out of bounds Northwest, and it's McCook basketball with 4 on the clock.
Yeah, again, she nice attempt at the interception, but again, just tipped it off her own leg, actually.
Hilker off the inbounds.
Need a basket.
In the worst way. The lob to Rippon. Went over her head. No touch. Picked up by Walgren. You got to get a shot off. And Rippon throws it up, and she got a shot off before the shot clock went off, but didn't touch rim. Goes back to Northwest.
Yep.
McIntyre is going to check back in. O'Hare is going to check out for Northwest. Bob and I, if we didn't like our 2 trips to Northwest, we're going to go to Scottsbluff tomorrow. And the Bison boys in their semifinal and the B8, actually. It's the B8 against Garing. Pre-game coverage at 5:40. Tip-off time 6 o'clock Central. On the low block, the foul that's going to be called, I think, Rippon from behind. Maybe Crawford, not for sure. But it was the foul. Corey picks up the personal.
Going to be her third. Yeah, Northwest having a lot more success going inside there.
Yeah.
This half for sure.
Brandt, free throw line. First one's on the way, and
Wow.
she didn't miss, does she?
She's 5 for 5.
10-point game. Brecken Gale's going to check back in the ball game. Elaine Hilker's getting a break with 1:53 left. One more free throw is on the way and rolls off. Rebound by Corey Rippon. Corey just taking it herself. I wish kind of, yeah, I kind of was hoping that earlier, but didn't happen. Picked up her dribble though. Backdoor looked Walgren. Lamp's going to be on. Blocked out of bounds that time. That looked like a clean block.
Yeah, good recovery there by Emerson Graves there. But again, that's what you want to see. You want to see some back cuts. You've got to get these players. I mean, they're covering up out to mid-court.
Yeah, overplay big time, and you like it. It was a good block. Bison with the basketball down 10, 31-21. Porter far side. Carson out front. Baseline high pass down Crawford. Tip pass, recovered. Keller the other way. Brecken Gale back. Lamp's going to be on the way. Miss rebound. Couldn't quite grab it. Northwest basketball. McIntyre got open. Lamp's on the way and good. Lost track of her, and the lead's up to 12, 33-21. And big time overplaying. The Northwest is blood in the water right now. Maybe not might be a great term, but their defense is really after
again,
right now.
With every continued success, their intensity goes up. So no, you can't blame them for that. But yeah, gosh, Bison just got to get some folks open.
Yeah, they are licking their chops right now on defense, looking for a turnover and a turnover, another turnover. A minute left in the quarter. Brecken Gale on the dribble. And a little traffic. The foul's going to be called against McIntyre right at midcourt. It's going to be a two-shot foul coming up for Brecken Gale, I do believe. Bison, any which way to get points on the board. Right now, you'll take them. 33-21. Rosalind Weimers is off the bench. She'll check in after the first free throw right here. Free throw is going to be on the way, missed. Rippon will sit for the remainder of this quarter with the 3 fouls. One more free throw on the way from Brecken Gale. 33-21, Northwest. 58 seconds left, third quarter. Free throw is going to be on the way. Missed them both. Long range rebound tap by Crawford. Gale actually had it. Jump ball. Possession arrow goes back to Northwest. So McCook, if we don't have another one, we'll get it at the quarter. Quickly, Evelyn Keller will check back in the ball game for Anna Keller. Are they
sisters?
Sister twins. Yeah, both juniors.
Just different hairdos. Actually.
Didn't want to be the same in that area, did
they?
33-21, 47 seconds left. O'Hare out front. Keller. Split the defense. The runner inside the lane is going to be short. Another offensive rebound. And that's going to be a foul. Got to be, they got a jump ball. Wow, looks like she kind of landed on Porter that time. But how many times in the game of basketball, no matter what level, even if you have the ball and somebody lands on you, it's still a jump ball.
Yeah.
For some dumb reason. Bison with the basketball. Loose ball. Lead pass. Northwest off the turnover. And it's going to be an extra step in there. That time, the steps that time by Haley Brandt. Bison get it back. 26 seconds left in the quarter. Porter off the inbounds, tapped by Keller right there. And back to McCook. Bison got the work cut out for him. Got to get this deficit down. And again, this full court pressure by Northwest are not backing off again, are they?
That's just, it's just full court. And again, just the options just seem to be so limited.
Yep. 33-21 with 26 seconds left. Inbounds pass Weimers. Now Porter. Home run pass down court. Then Gale broken up, and then Gale got it right back. Her layup's on the way and blocked. Loose ball out of bounds off of Northwest last. McCook will get it back. Malia Hilker is going to check in back of the ball game, and Karsten Porter will set out. Corey Rippon, since it's an offensive possession right here, will get back in with the 3 fouls. Need a bucket. Hey, get it to 10. It's still anybody's ball game going to the 4th quarter. Hilker, the lob, Rippon off her hands, trying to grab it, and O'Hare has it on the turnover. Keller now with 6 with 5. O'Hare, long 3 is going to be short. Rebound, put back. The lob, Hankus is good, and after 3, it's 35-21 Northwest. The 4th quarter is coming up here shortly on Kicks 96.1. Richard Bob back here at Northwest, 35-21, about 14-point lead is the biggest of the game.
Yeah, again, boy, 20-point quarter for the Vikings there. Only a 5-point quarter for the Bison. So again, a 1-point lead goes into a 14-point deficit. And again, gosh, we talked about it. One of the teams was going to get hot and the pressure was going to work. And again, right at this point, Vikings won the 3rd quarter. So Bison going to have to really put things together here in the 4th quarter.
I'm really surprised Coach Shaw does not have Paige Bortner in here. You're down 14. You're down 14 at the beginning of the 4th quarter. It is do or die here.
What in the world is this now?
A hold on Hilker, apparently off the inbounds against O'Hare, and no time went off the clock, and so. And Northwest of the basketball. B7 Subdistrict title game. Kicks 96.1 or Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button if you would, please. Helps our numbers. We sure appreciate that. Northwest runs their offense. O'Hare. Little one of those Euro step types of moves, and where you stop and then you can take that extra step apparently, and they went off of McCook out of bounds.
Sure looked ugly.
Yeah,
frankly.
Did. Northwest with the basketball underneath. Off the inbounds, it has Cybrance on block shot by Rippon on the way up that time. Keller has it right back as McCook couldn't quite grab it. McIntyre in the move, block shot Rippon on the way up, and Crawford down the loose ball.
Wow.
Or Hilker, sorry.
2 really good block shots by Corey Rippon.
Bison got to get some offense. Got to get that half court going. Picked up that dribble. Now Rosalind Weimers by pressure from behind by McIntyre. Tipped it away. Here comes Northwest the other way. Tipped out of bounds. That looked like a deflection off one and then off of Cybrance, and it looks like McCook should have had it. Now Bortner will check you back in with the 4 fouls. Rosalind Weimers will sit. 35-21. Off the inbound, Cybrance got open, backside, layups on the way and good. Nice job of crossing that time, and Bison didn't pick it up. It's 37-21. Walgren across the timeline. Quickly now it's Callie Crawford. Paige Bortner, top of the circle, swinging out left side of Walgren. Gialia on the post up. It's Rippon on the move. Count it, chance at a 3-point play. I almost thought she palmed that at first and on the way by.
Well, she just kind of one-handed it.
Yeah, that's
exactly right.
Yeah.
I mean, just kind of pushed it, and again.
Not for the palm on the dribble, but
no.
I thought she literally just palmed the basketball that time.
Right.
37-23. Need about 5 more of those.
Need some defensive stops,
That's
too.
true. Missed the free throw. Crawford got the offensive rebound. Out for now to Malia Hilker. Now Paige Bortner, right side now to Crawford. Crawford on the move. Now it's Rippon. Dumping inside to Walgren. Good layup. Missed his shot. It's out of bounds off of Northwest. Found herself underneath that rim on a very tough angle and couldn't quite hit it.
Yeah, again, but boy, nice concept, though, the way that worked. The player was wide open. I think we're resetting the 30-second
Yeah,
clock.
yeah, they thought that it might have hit the rim and it didn't. Megan Miller's going to check back in the ball game. Bortner will sit. And baseline three by Crawford on the way. Missed it. Rebound comes long to Keller. Trying to get tempo. McIntyre. Baseline out of Dorsey. Loose ball goes out of bounds off Hilker last. Nice hustle by Malia right in front of us here. 37-23 at 6:13 left in the fourth quarter. Inbounds pass Northwest with the basketball. Keller. Dump it down the side. O'Hare. Backside look. And I'm going to say touch McCook last. I didn't see it, but he's closer than I am, so Bortner will check back in for Walgren.
Yeah, can't underestimate, too, the fact that GI Northwest, Rich, with those substitutions, probably a little bit fresher than Lady Bison at this point.
Missed shot, baseline, Rippon on the defensive board. Bortner the other way. Sideline pass now to Miller. Megan trying to take it. Picks up that dribble out front now to Rippon. Corey picked up that dribble. Backdoor cut to Miller. Layup's on the way. Too strong with a layup. Good execution. Just couldn't quite finish that time. Lead pass and foul. Walking violation the other way against McIntyre. Boy, Northwest is having not the greatest start of the fourth quarter, Bob. Bison would convert on some of these things.
Right, but again, this pressure is just still, they just have not been able to consistently break it, and then when they get across, it just doesn't seem like there's much time left.
Crawford far side across the timeline down to Miller. Kept that pivot foot down. Now it's Crawford. The lob, I thought Corey was going to reach up at that time or drift back that time, threw the ball away. Here comes Northwest. Right side Dorsey, out front O'Hare. On the move, free throw line jumpers on the way, missed it, rebound by Bortner. Page giving that head up. Bounce pass now to Hilker on the fly. Malia, jumpers on the way, too strong. Backside rebound, Miller. And a tie-up, possession arrow, it's going back to McCook. Bison get it back underneath, trailing by 14, 37-23. Score updates brought to you by MMB Bank. And what were you saying? I missed it. Sorry about that.
No, I was just going to say every possession much more critical at this point.
Up the inbounds. Rippon.
Too many miles, Rich.
Oh, my gosh, you ain't kidding. Bortner, threes on the way short. She kind of knew maybe it was short. She followed her shot that time, but the ball carried the other way. Yeah, get rested. Nice 300 plus? Is it 300 miles to Scottsbluff tomorrow?
No, I don't think it's
not
like
300. What is it? I don't know.
It's probably, 2.25.
2.25, okay. That jump ball. Possession arrow goes back to Northwest. 4:50 left in the fourth quarter, 37-23. Vikings. Off the inbounds, McIntyre. Keller, O'Hare. Passed up the shot. Going to call Hilker for block. Just might have just moved the hips barely that time, and no shooting foul. And it'll be Northwest basketball. Her third. Yep. McIntyre off the inbounds. Keller, top of the circle, three, a line drive bullet. Rebound, nice job as Bortner on the backside with a nice check off. The foul's going to be called against Dorsey. Second team foul against the Vikings. 37-23.
Gosh, 3.5 minutes by Northwest only has 2 points, and unfortunately, so do the Bison.
Yeah, we just have not been able to take advantage of their mediocre, below average fourth quarter. Far side, Bortner on the far side, little spin move. Page on the move. Boy, there's got to be some body someplace around there. And a loose ball picked up by Hilker. And it's got to be a reach. You call a jump ball, and we're going to chase the court. Yeah. And team foul number 3 against Northwest. Shot chase the court, storm the court. How about that?
Yeah.
I do that, I probably would fall down like 3 of these bleachers right on my face.
Well, there's hospitals close by.
Off the inbounds, tipped away. Bodies on the floor. Scramble mode. Yeah, Walgren got clipped from behind, and here comes McCook with the basketball. 4-minute mark. Rippon, the high post, pivots, and the foul. 4th team foul against Northwest. So next foul against the Vikings, it'll put McCook at the foul line.
Only can play with 5.
Yeah. Hilker off the inbound to the Bison. The lob inside to Rippon. Lower the show a little bit. Not enough to warrant a foul. Layups on the wing, good. 37-25. Vikings in the half courts. O'Hare. Bounce pass. Boy, what a bounce pass. How did that get through, Bob?
Well, that was impressive, yep.
Keller on the receiving end. Bortner, lead pass. Megan Miller. Lamp's going to be on the way. He missed it. Put back by Walgren's, no good. And the Vikings on the defensive board, they want a timeout. Coach Lindsay was right, and the officials there calls a timeout. 39-25. We're back to Northwest here in just a moment. Kicks 96-1. Rich and Bob back here at Northwest High School. Thank you, Mama Duggar. Back at home, it's 194 to Scotts Bluff.
94, okay.
So round trip, it's 300.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
There we go. So I
I
was just testing you guys.
I see. 2 1/4, so I was high. Okay.
Thank you, Christy, for that. Kicked ball, McCook or Callie Crawford, and Northwest get the ball back. Megan Millen's going to check back in. Paige Bortner trying to get her in on offensive plays only. The case. 39-25 Northwest, 3:33 left.
Got to push. This is the time.
Exactly right. All out. Gamble steals. Even really milking the shot clock. Going to be a reach against Hilker out front.
Wow. That was nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just nothing.
3:20 left in the 4th. Bortner's going to check back in. Miller will check out. No, I think it's going to be Megan. Yep. Off the inbounds, O'Hare. Baseline now, Brandt. Keller, the swing O'Hare. That's deep 3 again. It's going to be short. Problem is, some of those air balls, it's been white shirts and not black shirts inside. Jumper inside the lane, missed it. Another offensive rebound, Graves. Boy, that rebound and chart is not looking good against McCook in this one.
Yeah, just, gosh, 3rd chance already on this possession.
Hasn't been as bad the second half, but boy, that's the first half was not good at all. A little backdoor cut by Keller, going to be walked. A little bit of an extra step in there. And going back to McCook in the turnover with 2:51 left. Which Lindsay is not going to pull the horses back yet.
No.
Oh, actually, no, he is. Well, a tad, a little bit.
Half court, maybe.
Yeah. Inbounds pass Rippon. Picking up half courts. Corey. Still looking. Nobody open. Again, that's the problem when you someday you pick that dribble up out front. Nobody's open. Bortner has a free throw line. Hilker, baseline 3, missed it, backside rebound. Walgren got it blocked out of bounds by O'Hare. Goes back to McCook with 2:33 left.
Yep, got to get shots up.
And bounce past Hilker and thought Crawford was going to stay. And it was tipped by, no it wasn't. I thought the way they're reacting was tipped, but not the case. Rosalind Weimer's off the bench. She'll check back in. Hilker will sit. (39-25). This has been the longest fourth quarter of the season,
exactly.
I think, right here. Boy, it's been a long fourth quarter. Off the inbounds. Keller kind of lit her too much, but she catches up to it. Dorsey has it out front. Northwest wins this game. They could be staring at another Elkhorn North rematch coming up the way that, they're like we talked about at the beginning of the game, there was a chance McCook, even if they lose this game, they would still get in possibly as to get that 16 seed and have a chance to play in a district final. Granite would be at Des Moines Omaha Skutt. And foul with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Fourth could be on to Corey Rippon. Hilker's going to check back in. Miller's going to check back in. Good things there's not a rule, because volleyball there's a rule on so many substitutions. Good
18%.
Good thing you don't have a basketball.
Right.
We would have broken a long time ago. 2 minutes mark left in the fourth quarter, 39-25. And it was a brand new shot clock to boot for Northwest.
They have moved the ball well the second half.
They have.
I will give them credit. I mean,
yeah,
shooting wise, but their cuts and they've been finding the open player.
Yep, Coach Lindsay's got to be happy that his offense has been moving, passing and screening. O'Hare bounce pass. Oh boy, case in point right there, missed the shot and a low block that time, but they had an open shot. The Bison throw the ball away. Thinking somebody's there and they weren't. Goes back to Northwest. Minute 28 left in this one. .039 the Hawk. I know Mark Searcy has that D110 sub-district over in Benkelman. I know DCS had a 23-7 halftime lead against Juanita Palisade. Hitchcock County, Cambridge, the nightcap. Bison off a turnover on the move. Miller. Now Bortner. Rippon. Yeah, she drugged that pivot foot. She sure did. Yeah, just drug it a little bit.
I think she also lost the contact.
Oh, got a foul first against Northwest.
Well, and he's signaling that Corey Rippon got kind of popped in the side of the head. And she is, like I said, I thought she lost the contact, and that might have something to do with it.
So Corey at the free throw line for a 2-shot foul with 1:03 left in the fourth. Free throws on the way and missed it. Is this her first chance free throw line tonight?
Yep.
Thought so.
Bison have only shot 3 free throws.
Well, dang it.
Now 4.
Dang it, we had a 50-point night last night. It's cut in half tonight.
Exactly.
No Mitch Lister text messages tonight. I'm stunned. 39-26.
Well, I'm not sure what odds I would have given him on first to 30.
39-26. And Hilker in the passing lane. Trying to get something stirred up with 1:03 left and 13-point deficit. McIntyre trying to get the ball inbounds. 5-second counts on. Keller comes back, helps out. And Northwest will run clock here. 39-26. Backdoor cut Keller. Boy, that had a layup that time, passed it up. McIntyre in the move. And Northwest is going to run this. Well, they got 10 on the shot clock, so they have to do something here in the next 9 seconds here. O'Hare lost it, picked up by Walgren. Shot clock's done for the night, or done for this quarter. Walgren, the runner, missed the shot, drew the foul. Jaylee Walgren to the free throw line for a 2-shot foul. And Coach Child is getting some, once again, other players in the lineup here. It's kind of Jenna Wilkinson's got the shirt off. Also, Riley Lightburn's going to check in as well. Well, for McCook, you've got one senior on the roster. Corey Rippinger is your lone senior this year.
Exactly right. Nope.
And didn't play the last couple of years. Came out her senior year, did a great job. But the roster, you've got some young ladies playing a lot of basketball.
Yeah, again, no, Callie Crawford, I think of her just as a freshman.
Yeah.
Boy, she's had, like I said, 20 games in, and, really just improved as the course of the year has gone on.
Brecken Gale's going to get back in the ball game. 25 seconds left. Free throws on the way, and 1 of 2. We're saying this as if McCook won't get in to district final. They possibly could get, again, a district final on Saturday. The points when they come out, I would think tomorrow morning. The smaller schools, they had it done the next, I woke up next morning, they had the brackets and they had the sites already chosen for a lot of those.
It shockingly came out quick.
Yeah, and that's going to be your final right there, 39-27 the final in this one. Northwest wins it. Postgame is on the way next. Spice of Basketball Kicks 96.1. Rich and Bob back one more time, 39-27 the final in this one. Bob, foul trouble hurt McCook. Turnovers hurt McCook. Just a combination of a couple of things tonight.
Yeah, again, really just, tough pressing defense by Grand Island Northwest. Kind of wore down the Lady Bison, I think. And again, you got a 2.5 hour bus trip or so back and forth, 2 consecutive days. Northwest stays here cozy and comfy, so again, that certainly had to be a factor. Plus, again, they played 9 players solidly during the course of the game, so again, all that pressure kind of just took its toll there in the second half. Recipe for success, though, would have been nice. Bison held GI Northwest to 4 points in the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, they could only score 5, so again, just could not get the comeback going there in the fourth quarter. For Grand Island Northwest, Jolie O'Hara with 5, Reagan McIntyre with 13, Evelyn Keller with 2, Haley Brandt with 5, Kyla Seabrantz with 11, and Devea Hikus with 4. For Lady Bison, Malia Hilker with 5, Callie Crawford with 3, Jaylee Walgren with 4, Paige Bortner with 3, and Corey Rippin with 11. So again, just after that, they had 19 points in the first quarter of the game yesterday, Rich, and again, only had 27 for this whole game. So, again, tough way to end the season, but I guess we'll have to wait and see how the old math works out and see if there is another chance for another ball game. And, again, we wish Corey Rippin the best, a great senior season. Like you said, contributed a lot coming back to play. And, again, she'll be missed without a doubt. And, again, a big-time learning experience for the underclassmen. So, again, Lady Bison like see what they take away from the season, and I guess, as they say, possibly look forward to next year.
Bob and I are back once again tomorrow. We're making a road trip west to Scottsbluff, the Bison Boys and Garion Bulldogs. Pre-game coverage at 5:40. Tip-off time is at 6 Central for that. Bison win that. They'll stick around. We will, too. Spend the night. No, we're not coming back. And then going back the next day. We'll just stay the night like everybody else and play Scottsbluff the next day. So,
don't you wish they had kind of like the Star Trek, the transporter room that we could just beam ourselves
yes, no question about it. For Bob Golkamp, Rich Barnett, thanks a lot for listening to Bison Basketball on your Bison Sports Authority. Kicks 96.1, the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel.